cabin door on the ship. The culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. You have talked long and said many things. What is point? The point is what I said earlier. There was someone else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message and rushed on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragment of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night. But I don't know any of this. I'm just a little girl. You like to speak with long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories we don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes. A laudable trait. What? I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yeah? Did you hear it? The accusatory cry of guilt on the wind. What? Accusatory cry of the guilt? I literally said it perfectly. Accusatory. Sorry, you've lost me. Proof of involvement, man. You can't hear such a call with your ears? No. You must hear it with your eyes, for observation is the basis of all deduction. What are you talking about? I believe the time has come for one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth. To expose the truth. I'm trying to be like really serious. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Oh, please. So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please. With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes? With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said of these two prevaricator. Dude! Prevaricator. Oh my god. I wanna cry. I wanna cry because I feel so stupid. I wanna cry. Sorry. Prevaricator's? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? That was evil. Prevaricators? Prevaricators. Of these two prevaricators. Observation. So you remember, Mr. Naruhodo? We know that someone tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. But we're looking for some trace of evidence that one of these two were there when it happened. Precisely. You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Oh, right there. Yes! Ink stain. Stroganov. At least you didn't kill anybody, my dude. You're kinda cool. You just hit the crime scene. Seaman Stroganov. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Yeah? Oh, yes, I don't know where the dirt came from. So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. I don't know what the fuck that was. So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. What the fuck? Australian Holmes, hello? I'm pretty sure the fact of my voice just losing everything. So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. Whatever. What are you trying to say? It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain. It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Strongenov's uniform. And I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure. Alright, then the evidence that proves what the stain on the back of Seaman Strongenov's uniform really is. Okay, just making sure there wasn't a better photo for this. Yes, it's the photograph and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink. A rather unusual color of ink, purple. A rather unusual color of pink. Purple? Ah, the penny drops at last. Now you see the significance. The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. The stain on the back of the uniform is ink of the same color with a U. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moment immediately after the ink was spilt. All right, yes. It was me, I did it. Everything. I arranged everything in dead student's cabin to make it look like wardrobe man did it. Then I pressed button to make Burry do emergency stop and both cabin doors shut. I had everything so no one would suspect that Angel. Biff, please. Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It's after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling passageway. Then our Angel came to me. She was white like sheets. Biff, please, you must help me. I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. And I look inside, I saw a student boy on floor. What happened here? Please, don't tell anyone. I'm my little one, my little furry friend. Everything that happened in the cabin is like Angel told you. Ken escaped through the ventilator in Mr. Sogi's cabin. Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor. Yes, that is right. So after the incident when the car ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers? Only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor. She said she was worried that she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel. The door was not locked, so she opened to look and you already know what happened after. There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind. What? When you went to Mr. Sogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why? I already told you. When Nina opened door of student cabin and looked inside, I was asking Miss Pavlova. Well, Miss Pavlova. Da? Oh. Yes, that's right. I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared. I understand, and I believe you. So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? Ah, something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. The cause of death was a broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. The cause of death was a broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. So here's what I'm gonna do. In the unfortunate accident that precipitated these events, a kid of which the victim stumbled. Mr. Sholmes is gonna talk like this, and Naruhodo's gonna talk like this. He's gonna talk like this, but when it becomes the turnabout point, when they're so confident that they absolutely know the truth, they're gonna talk like normal people. They already revealed everything, so I'm just gonna go back to their normal voices. However, these are the facts. This one particular area in this photograph seems to make someone unnatural. Oh my god, please. What do you mean unnatural? Bum bum. What are your thoughts on the matter? No, Mr. Naruhodo. What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Huh? Oh, well... Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck, broke his neck. Which part of this photograph print seems unnatural?
Yes!
Why didn't he reach out and stop it? But if he really fell down to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet, here we are. Here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something. What do you mean? 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 Okay, I really lost the Russian accent. I don't know where it went. Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow? Mr. Sholmes, show us, please. Why, of course, my dear madame. Well, would I keep you in suspense? Yes, you absolutely would. Oh, well, that's it. Is it in here? I swear she was wearing earrings. This is what I found. Oh, a crescent moon with the little gemstone in the middle? Yes, you're right, a crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us? It tells us nothing. I'm not sure. That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what did this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe, define the clue with your own eyes. She is wearing an earring. Can I point it strong enough, Zeus? You little eerie boy, your little ear. Oh. Fuck, do I go the right ear or the left ear? Where did where did it come from? This right ear.
Yes!
Because that's the one that doesn't have anything. Miss Pavlova, I noticed that on your ear. Even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. The little link holding it must have broken, I suppose. What? But looking at your other ear, I noticed a crescent moon. I don't believe it. Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clutched fist. Clearly, there's only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Sogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear, perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Sogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally an arm's length from him. Oh, Stroganoff, no, buddy, it's okay. No, it's not your fault, buddy. But the question is, why did Mr. Sogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clutched fist during his final moments? Oh, no. Angel? No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? I didn't even get time to read that, my bad. When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it is too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin and I could relax after this horrible long day. Darka, wait! Oh, don't hit me with the sad music, bro. No, I'm gonna mentally get destroyed. I cannot believe when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with the little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy. Favorite with a U, by the way. But nothing worked. The Darka would not come back. Knock, knock. What are you... Oh, fuck. What are you doing here at the time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. The young man from your country was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again and I was going to leave them Hen's cabin... Just a moment, sorry, but... Oh, yeah? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Oh, Kazuma, no! You read the paper! No, Kazuma! Oh, of course, you're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in the far away east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. But I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no choice. I see. So you're a runaway. But Please, please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use an opinion here. He's going to pull the court. He's going to tell the captain. Oh, no! No! He's going to console Naruhodo. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened, everything at once. It was only a second, but felt like forever. Wait, I shouted, and then Dark had jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And as he turned around to look at me, I pushed him. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. I'm gonna fucking cry. And that's when he went to fetch help from Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty out in the passageway. I hear Nina cry out and Dud on the floor, so I ran to her. She was standing in cabin door, shaking like a leaf. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Biff. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go." So you decided to help. I'm gonna cry. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it, so that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door? Yes. I went in the cabin and looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway in a wardrobe, still sleeping. Right. That's when he found me. So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the Stowaway. I closed the wardrobe door and put back strange paper sign. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susan's son started to believe me when I said I was innocent. I dragged young man's body to a good place and used ink that was spilt right on floor. I wrote, "Wardrobe," so the person who found it would look inside wardrobe and find Stowaway. And tell me, what of the glass bell? It was by my feet, so I picked it up. I see. But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half. Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job. By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway? Yes. Accordingly, the SS bar did indeed come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. Oh my god. There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova. What? Well, you said that you told Kazumi about the fact that you ran away from your homeland. It's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right? Yes. Then even you had pulled that bell cord and called for the captain of the ship. Aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem? That was what he said first that made me scared. What he said first